Hello everyone and welcome back to the Lead Her podcast. Now I absolutely love this time of the year. I feel like it's a little bit of a mini new year. I feel like everyone's kind of getting back into work, back into routine, especially if you're a teacher or if you're a parent. I'm not even any of those, but I always feel like I would always be going back to uni right now, or I'd always be going back to school, and I just feel like it's a nice little kind of reset and a refocus. I also feel like the weather's changing, and every single year I always say to myself, you should just take summer off. You should just completely take summer off, switch off, and like just focus on our current members and just kind of let things tick by, because summer's just always such a crazy time. Like, you're away seeing family, you're away on holiday, the kids are off school or you're off school and you're just completely out of routine. But the schools in Scotland went back 2-3 weeks ago now. I think everywhere else is kind of returning back this week, and it's just like time for new stationery. It's really geeky, but I love stuff like that. New pens, new diaries, and just being like, right, what do I want to do and achieve before the end of this year's out? So I always love this time just to reflect and get refocused, and I find it with our members as well. I feel like summer's up in the air, we're just kind of getting by, we're just letting things tick over, and now it's like, right, summer's been and gone, it's time to come back into ourselves, recenter ourselves, and using like these darker nights, darker mornings. Some people absolutely hate them. Yes, they're crappy in deep dark winter, but right now it's like almost nice to get up, to go to bed at night and it's quite dark, and getting the fire back on very soon, and like just winding down and just coming back into yourself, like social things kind of quieting down a little bit. It's like, right, time to focus on you and feel really good for yourself going into the rest of the year. And I was actually speaking to one of our Lead Her members a few days ago, and we were saying we don't want to be like everyone else and just give up on our goals, and like especially like nutrition and health goals, and just give that all up and just go, oh well, it's winter anyway, I don't care, I'm wearing baggy clothes. I'm like, absolutely not, that's not true. Like, you're actually going to be having like balls and end of year functions on, and meetups with the girls and date nights and stuff, like sparkly dresses, bodycon dresses. Like, everybody wears such gorgeous clothes at Christmas. It's glitter, it's glam, it's gorgeous, and it's just so nice to finish the year and feel bloody amazing. And I was also saying to my Lead Her members on our private podcast the other day, like, I want them finishing this year feeling the best they felt all year round, and everybody else doesn't. And it's already a tough time of the year. Everybody's got seasonal affect disorder. It's hard. It's getting darker, it's colder, we're maybe not as motivated to get out of bed when it's dark. We all want to kind of start to hibernate, we all want to eat heavy, dense food, but that's what everybody else does. With us, we want to stay focused, we want to be exercising to make ourselves feel good, we want to be eating well to make ourselves feel good, especially when it's already such a tough time of the year. Why make it tougher for yourself by giving up on yourself? Go into this year looking after yourself more, so that winter is actually easier. You're giving yourself the endorphins and you're feeling good about yourself, because that makes all areas of life better. But when you give that all up, you're more negative for being inside more, you're more negative for not being as active, you're more negative for eating crap food that makes you feel crappy. There's loads of research right now, if you eat really calorie dense fatty foods, you do feel more negative and really kind of down. There's so much research coming out now about the tummy and the brain and how they're connected, and how what you eat can affect how you feel. If you're going into winter just giving up on everything, you're making it so much harder for yourself. It's like, let's finish this year on a high. And I say to our members as well, when Christmas comes up and everybody's worried about going out for dinner, or everybody's worried about cheese and biscuits and like celebrating and having fun, I say to our members, I'm like, you guys get to enjoy this more than everybody else. Everybody else has gave up on themselves. You guys are still working out. You guys are still eating well through the week. Yes, we're having a Terry's chocolate orange, and we're having an extra pudding, and we're having some Baileys, but we're still doing the work. And outside of that, we do the work all year round, so we get to enjoy Christmas even more than everybody else. Like, of course you do. And that means we're going into January in a better place, because we've still kept some good habits and behaviours with your workouts and everything like that in. And some people see it the other way around. Like, I know when I go to weddings or functions, or I'm having some good food at the weekend, not the weekend, but at Christmas, and people are like, oh, you're the fitness person, are you allowed to have that? And I'm like, yeah, that's like why I look after myself is so I can enjoy these things even more, rather than the other way around of you need to have all or nothing approach. So yeah, I just wanted to use today to be like, right, if you're getting back to work, you're getting back into routine, you've got your new diary, like this year is not over yet. We need to set some goals, some things to keep you excited in the gym, some things to keep you excited to be eating well, to feel good and finish this year on a high, and not being like everybody else and giving up and making yourself feel worse, to almost like give yourself more work to do in January. Because when you just almost like cut ties with everything, it's so hard to get moving and adding it all back in again. But if you're keeping in some workouts through Christmas, around social occasions, around family, coming into January, nothing changes because you've still got all those habits there, and it's so much easier just to be like, okay, I just go to the gym, just getting back into your normal lifestyle routine, and everything with your body reverts back to normal. It's not like you need to kind of start all over again every January. It should not be like that. And on average, people put on weight every winter because they give up, and that weight stays with you. So each year you're just getting bigger because you put it on, you don't lose it, and then you lose a little bit, and then you put it on, you don't lose it, then you lose a little bit, and it just adds up over the years. So it's like, just find a routine and a lifestyle you can do all year round, because it's going to benefit you guys. Like I say every single podcast, like, yes, we want to be fitter and healthier to look good, but it benefits every other aspect of life. Like, you're still going to have more energy at work if you're exercising and eating well over winter. If you're not exercising and you're napping all the time and you're eating terribly, work is going to be slow, we're going to be tired, we're going to be unmotivated, and we're just counting down the days to get time off. So let's keep firing up and looking after you, because everybody around you is going to benefit from it. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your goals for winter? Just to give you that extra bit of accountability, give me a message, let me know what you want to do before the end of this year so that we can keep you accountable with it. I want to see you sharing it, I want to see you doing it, I want to see you bossing it and finishing this year on an absolute high. I hope you have an amazing week. Let's get those goals in place. I cannot wait to hear from you, and I'll speak to you all very soon.